you so much. I really appreciate your comment and your thumbs up. And when I check out our subscribers, it has really increased. Okay, not only here, you actually sent a message the last time that where's my wonderful friend, and I just decided to actually bring him back to the show. He's here with me again.
Yeah, welcome to our show Face to Face. My name still remains Ojumayowa.
Oh, thank you so much. And we know that we bring a lot of issue to you, a political issue and all that, all around. Total. They call us jack of all trade, master of everything. And we want to talk about the open grazing issue. And we know that in our last broadcast, we talked about how the South actually came together because of security, trying to actually pass a bill about open grazing, saying that they are going to actually stop that.
Yeah.
And the issue actually popped up again. Yeah. And we remember the Mighty Ally each group actually saying that that should not actually happen. What do you see about this open grazing? Because enough is enough about this open grazing issue.
Well, before we really go deep to, I really want to call on the attention of so many of our other brothers that are Fulanis, because fighting against this open grazing is not for the selfish interests of the Southerners alone. Now ask yourself, how will a 12-year-old boy that ought to be in the school, a 10-year-old boy, just ask yourself, a 10-year-old boy that ought to be in school, now walking about with a cow in the deep of the bush, whereby these people that are the owners of the cow, they have their own children abroad, studying.
You know, what you actually said, what you're trying to point out, is a very vital issue. And I'm actually talking about just praying to God that the day of revolution should just come very fast. Now, and I found out that people have been brainwashed, talked about, streamed down, been put in the cage. And you know what? When the Holy Book say that my people perish because of lack of knowledge, some other part, Holy Book says the lack of vision. Now, it means that vision just like a torchlight that people sees. Now, if somebody is in the darkness, the person just going around, just like a rat in that time, the syndrome, and this is what is happening. And that small boy that's supposed to be in school, just going around with gun and just know that. The idea, the orientation, these people actually come around is so deteriorating. Somebody will say, without knowledge, and you won't try to stop this person, they'll tell the person, go ahead to shoot. What do you think about that? What do you think the federal government should do differently? Because their terror is actually ending right now, and this thing is still happening, and the South are saying that no for no. What do you think they should do actually differently about this?
Actually, on this particular regard, I don't think most of the South state governor should wait for the federal government to fight for them anymore, because one thing I've really been saying is that every state governor is the chief security of the state.
You're just
now,
right.
We all know the implication, the negative implication of this open grazing. So far, so good. So why are we still deliberating on this issue? Why is it that it's only few South states have already make a law regarding this open grazing? I think maybe 5 out of 17.
You're right. You know, I'm always saying this, and I always confirm my fear about this South people. Now, and the truth is this: when human beings gathered together to actually make a decision, after the decision actually being made, some people go to the back and discuss. Are we saying that there's a lot of sabotage in the system? Is that what you're saying?
That is just a good usage of word to use that sabotage. Now, let's take an example. Now, in the north, there is a war or a ban against alcohol. The state governor did not wait for federal law to implement it. They already have their state police who is now going about shutting down where they are selling alcohol. So, what is stopping the South state governor to do the needful?
Do you know the most? I don't want to use this word crazy. The most painful thing is that when out of 10, 2 is actually doing something good. The 2 will look like a fool in the face of the 8. That is how it is right away. It means that this other governor, South governor, that decided not to show up for the meeting because the other very different thing, they actually called for meeting for them to agree on one thing. All right, and the fact is that they did not, out of 100%, I say 100%, actually 20% showed up. What are we going to do? would they actually continue about this? That's the question we're actually asking. Please, if you have a comment, please try to say it. Honorable, what do you think about that?
Well, I will still repeat what I've said again. Let each state governor prepare their own state enforcer against this open grazing. Let the people that are still practicing this open grazing, let them be arrested alongside with their cow.
Yeah.
Because Yoruba man sọ̀rọ̀ kan pé má fòkó mi dáná ọjọ́ kan ló máa jìnnà ọjọ́ kan ló máa mọ́. Do not use my road as a starting place. Is one day you put an end to it. If the state governor of the south, governors, they are not ready to take action. They are only using verbal. There's nothing what will happen. This thing has to do with what? Act with action, not ordinary now. Okay, no, okay. Let's take action. Let's strike the iron when it's still very hot.
Okay, according to my Yoruba professor, I say that because I know from one of my friends, Evergreen, doesn't understand that because I'm very sure he's going to call you that, and the small mouth is going to actually do the calling as well. Yeah. Okay, let us go to the next one. Is this VAT, so to say? I know that I actually saw something on the media talking about the federal government want to actually put tax on social media. And when I saw that, I laughed. What they did against us banning Twitter was so crazy. Now, the Nottingham came out in a large number. They'll say that they want to be sharing out of the spells. You know, the same people that went around to shut down bars. Who are these taxpayers? Brewery companies, workers, and most of the tax collected from this place are things that the Sharia law is actually banned against them. So what do you say about this scenario?
Well, I believe that the Northerners still believe that they want to be playing fools or some kind of fools on us, which we all know that this value-added tax, there are various ways at which government is the number one key of how every country generate their income.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, the situation whereby the Northerners are against some things that brings revenue to the governor or bring the revenue to the government, and now want to be sharing from it. I know it's even the double around. That's because you want to be you want to eat from where you know what you know. So
you know one thing I'll bring back to what I actually discussed the last time about the wedding of our wonderful president's son. Buhari actually did a wedding. You remember that scenario? That you know that in the Sharia law there's some songs you don't play, you don't actually jump hat.
Yes.
And so called one of my brother that I know, Neramali, so to say, and they don't like his name. One of the songs that Naramari sang is called Sopi, and I Am Coming, and at that wedding I saw the people, these Sharia people that actually goes around to arrest people, dancing Sopi on that wedding day. Let us go back to added value for tax. Yes. Okay. Now they have come around to say that they want money, and we know that this VAT, value added tax, often come from the south. Example: the highest people that pay tax is from Lagos. Followed by
Ogun State.
no, I'm not even mentioning state now. Followed by the area boys of Lagos State. After Lagos State government, secondly the area boys of Lagos State, followed by Ogun State, just in that round. And when you get to the north, we find out that they are the end inside, and they want it. What are we saying? Are we saying that some people are deceiving us in this country?
Let's come from this aspect of this open grazing that the Northerners said they ought to be practicing open grazing. Now, what VAT are they paying to the federal government?
That's the question.
And now they are not telling us that if we don't allow them to graze on our land, the price of cow will go to 2 million naira. Now, are they paying VAT to the government? No. They want to be reaping from where they did not sow. They are feeding on we the Southerners.
I saw something on the news day before yesterday. A Muslim cleric, I don't want to mention name because of public abuse. And the man said that, talking about ladies that put on a job, he said that, how long would this lady put on the job that God had created their faces for people, for men to actually see? And that man actually be receiving a lot of criticism anyway. Now, back to what you said about VAT before I actually round up, because we actually want our subscriber to comment, and we say we did a promise that anyone that comments, we are going to mention the president's name on our live program. Now, what are we saying? Are we saying that there's a lot of hypocrites in our government? Now they don't pay tax on open grazing,
Yeah.
and they don't want the government, the South, to put a law down. We are not saying that you should not bring your cow to our state. We are just saying do the normal, do the appropriate, and it goes. Are we saying that there's a lot of hypocrites in our government?
Well, I can't even say it's a hypocrite. It's just a lot of what wicked, IS people in the world, in the government that knows the right thing, but they just feel like okay, they want to really punish some set of people.
Yeah.
That is the problem we are having. And my suggestion now is that we need to do the needful, so that everybody we have equal share. This is our nation, this is our country. Yeah. Everybody has share. You should not use all that to impress others.
Now we are out of this impression. My honorable actually talk about the impression, and that's why we are going to actually call the curtain right away. And we are not saying that they're actually asking. We are not saying that they're asking more than they actually do in this aspect right away. And we're just saying that the federal government should do the normal before a lot of things. The fella used to say, before the water runs dry. Right. You know, that's what we are talking about. We are going to round up this program. This is Face to Face. Try to actually subscribe. Tell your brother, tell your sisters, tell everybody in your environment that this is Face to Face. Actually subscribe. Try to sponsor. And we are going to write the number because of sponsorship. And I'm not only here, I'm here with my honorable.
My name still remains Ujimumayawa.
And we are going to be saying bye-bye.